Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Alan from MysteryMTG.com, and I can't believe it, but I actually got my hands on some Fallout collectors. I have 9 boxes. I know these are basically unicorn products right now. It's almost impossible to get. They're spiking in price. It's super expensive, and trust me, I paid a lot for this box too, and I'm a WP and premium store owner. We barely got anything, and it all went to customers. So I had to go and buy these out in the secondary market. And of course, I had to pay a fairly big premium. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. I haven't looked at the price list. I saw a couple of prices, and they were extremely high. Now, I don't. This is the rare scenario in which I say it probably will stay high because it's impossible to get this product. Of course, you can still get the commander decks, but I'm assuming the things that are selling for crazy prices are the cards in the collector-only treatment. And, I haven't checked the price list. Like I said, I glanced at it. I don't know what the most expensive hit is. I'm just going to hope that we hit something crazy here. And let me know in the comments if you see a card that is insane and I should be freaking out that I hit it. All right, so I don't know. I'll tell you what looks cool, though, as we open it. So, pretty cool-looking pack. Fallout. We actually have a Bethesda studio near us in Plano, Texas. I'm currently in South Korea, though, so pretty far, but I was excited for this because I thought those guys might come into our store, and occasionally they did come in, but unfortunately I'm not there, so I'm not able to see them in person now. Let's see what we get. Feels like a beefy pack. All right, on the back we have Fallout residue. I didn't know if that was actually just dirt or if it was part of the design, and it's part of the design, but it really does kind of look like it's a dirty pack. So there we go. Nothing crazy. Okay, printed in the US. All right, here we go. First pack being opened. Opens very nicely. I like that a lot. We have a little copy token there. Okay, so interestingly enough, this is the first time I've ever seen this where the land is out front in a modern collector box, but there we go. Assembled Legion, so we're starting off with the rares, is what I think is going to happen. By the way, that mountain is pretty freaking sick, if you ask me. That is a deep red. The foiling is really nice. Really nice. A deep, rich red, especially in person. Assembled the Legion, it's an okay card. Vault 75 Middle School. Exile all creatures with power 4 or greater. And then you get to buff up your own creatures. Doesn't seem bad at all. Path to Exile, we'll take it. Nice little Fallout. In the end, he marched into the desert sands, leaving the vault behind him. So, okay. 2 rares. And then another. Okay, we're back into the rares. So we hit an uncommon, and then we're back into the rares. Okay, Arcade Ganon. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Arcade Ganon. Farseek. We have a common. I don't know how I'm supposed to organize this. And we're back into the rares. Don't know how that's supposed to be sorted in any way, or if these are supposed to be different. Mixture of commons, uncommons, and rares, seemingly in no order. Duchess, Wayward Tavern Keep, Hunters for Hire. This is the first pack, so I'm trying to be slow. Yeah, a bunch of rares here. A bunch of rares. Sheltered Thicket. Red Death Shipwrecker. Goad target creature and opponent controls. Target player draws a card, you add red. Interesting. Not a bad card, actually, for that mana cost. Irrigated. So many rares. How many rares have we hit? What the heck is going on? Irrigated Farmland. Tap land with cycling. Veronica Dissident Scribe. So there's the Surge Foil. And I believe they've called this something different. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's basically a Surge Foil. Okay, that's what it is. Veronica, Temple of Silence. So it's similar to the Doctor Who, which makes sense. They're both universes beyond. Temple of Silence. 3 Dog Galaxy News DJ. A little rare here. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 and sack an aura attached to it. When you sack it, for each other attacking creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that. That's insane. That's busted. That's disgustingly good. Okay, we've hit an insane amount of rares here. Let's take a look after we... Ooh. That's cool. That is really freaking cool. Holy fuck. That is insane. I wish the entire pack was like this. This is so cool. Vigor. Super good card. The frame looks amazing. This is probably super pricey. I don't know. If it's not, it should be. This is really, really cool. Oh, and we got the Dog Meat Ever Loyal. This is a mythic, man. Foil. This is probably a really good hit. Holy crap. So this slot is probably the slot we're going to be paying attention to, right? Because Vigor. Okay, we got the Dog Meat Ever Loyal. When it ETBs, mill 5 cards and return an aura equipment card from graveyard to your hand. Whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token. Don't know what that does. And then, of course, we get their little radiation token. Very, very cool. Alrighty, there we go. So we hit, that was 1 mythic, 1 rare in that slot, and then we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other rares. So 11 rares and 1 mythic in the first pack, with a Farseek and a Path to Exile. That's insane, guys. That's freaking insane. That's I can't tell if that was lucky or if that's how these are all going to be. We're taking it slow for the first box. It's a really cool product. It's a shame it's so hard to get. And of course, wow, that forest is awesome. That forest is gorgeous. Wow. The Wise Mothman Mythic. Look at this. Flying. Whenever it ATBs or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. Don't know what that does. Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way. The card is gnarly, dude. This is going to be a really fun commander. Entrapment Maneuver. So, it's going to go in the little mythic pile. You guys aren't going to believe how I'm filming this. I'm using a little trash can to hold up the phone. Yes, it is very ghetto, but there's literally no other way to do this. It's an insane amount of rares here, dude. It's an insane Megaton's Fate. Destroy target artifact, create 4 treasure tokens. Deals 8 damage to each creature. Each player gets 4 rad counters. Is that like poison? I'm assuming that's what that is, right? Thirst for Knowledge. Mortuary Mire. This is earlier than the last pack in terms of the Surge. Nice little common there. Wasteland Raider. Cool art. Cinderglade. I think, honestly, Fallout really makes sense for the Magic stuff. It really does make sense. It just fits well. Like, that Vigor art was insanely cool. The Wise Mothman. Super cool art. Really cool looking card. Don't know what Rad does yet, but we'll figure that out. Alright, Cinderglade's not a bad hit. Ferrous Lake. Okay. Blasphemous Act. We'll always say okay to that. The art is beautiful. It's kind of a weird foiling, to be honest. I guess it's kind of regular, but it's a bit... I don't know. It's a bit grainy. I don't know how to put it. Not in a bad way, but it's a bit grainy. Rex the Cyberhound Surge foil. Very cool. Open the Vaults. It's a great card. Surge foil. So rare after rare after rare. It seems like hitting the uncommons is going to be really hard. Really hard. So if there's a good uncommon in here, it's almost impossible to hit. Rose Cutthroat Raider. Oh, in the Arcane Signet. This is my favorite card. By far, this is my favorite card. Look at the art on this card, man. This is insane. This is the best looking card I've ever seen. I love this. It's so freaking cool. Wow, it looks amazing in person. Great quality. And then Synth Infiltrator. What is this? ETB copy. Ooh, nice little copy thing. I'm going to put that Arcane Signet in the Mythic pile. I just love it so much. And then an Energy Reserve and a Squirrel. That is not a squirrel. That is that is not a squirrel. Okay, so this is a Surge foil. I don't know what you call this frame. It's whatever showcase frame they have, basically. But very, very cool. And once again, very little to no pringling at all, which is great. Okay, there we go. I have a whole pile full of rares at this point. So, for the price, honestly, I'm actually not feeling too bad. Wow, look at that token. Not feeling too bad because we're getting so many cool. Swamp is really cool. It reminds me of the forest. It's just the same thing. It's the dog and the guy, but in a different area, swamp. That's probably going to go for a decent premium. Is this the first surge foil we've seen? Yep, it's the first surge foil land. Sean, Father of Sense. So I guess what we're really looking for here, I'm going to assume it's those last, I kind of want to show it again, but like this Vigor, this is probably what you're kind of looking for. I'd imagine there's some really good hits in there. All right, Sean, Father of Sense, Evolving Wilds. That is the best hit of the entire box. If you can't tell, I'm not, if you can't tell, I'm trolling, but we'll always take a little Evolving Wilds. One day, maybe kids will play here again. Pure Steel Paladin, not a bad card. Treasure Vault. So this was an AFR card, I believe. And of course, it has been reprinted here, and that does make sense, let's be honest. That makes sense. Nightkin Ambusher. Liberty Prime Recharged. A nice little mythic here. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Whenever it's recharged, attacks or blocks. Sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy. So energy's making a little comeback here. Kaladesh probably getting a nice little bump there. But I haven't seen that much with energy. I think this is the first card that I've seen utilizing it, but it's a nice little commander. So sacrifice an artifact, you get 2 energy and draw a card. Democracy is non-negotiable. All right, Stolen Strategy. Let's put that in the mythic pile. Duchess, we've already hit this one. Branching Evolution. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put onto a creature control, twice that many +1/+1 counters. This is going to be worth a lot of money. There you go. That's a counter. It's a doubling season, basically, for counters. Cool. We'll take it. It's probably going to be very pricey. Herald and Bow. First Newmans. I would really be shocked if we hit a freaking serialized here, dude. That would be insane. Oh, I'm hoping. And of course, I think serialized are gimmicky. I understand that. And I agree, honestly, to a pretty big extent that I don't care that much anymore. But if it's in that frame that we just looked at, that showcase frame, I'd be pretty happy. Is that where the serialized are coming from? I don't know, but nice little talisman here, by the way. Not bad. Alpha Deathclaw. I love this frame. I do. It's a very cyberpunky in a way. And then a Screeching Scorch Beast. Creature Bat Mutant. Whenever it attacks, each player gets 2 rad counters. I really need to figure out what these rad counters do. We're seeing a nice little food. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Nice little food token. Okay. There we go. All right. We're going to get a little bit faster here. We're 12 minutes into this video. And we're only a couple packs. So we'll go a little bit faster. And like I said, if you see me hit something crazy, feel free to mention it in the comments. Mystic Forge, not bad. Yes, man. Personal. Buried Ruin. Rex the Cyberhound. Temple of Deceit. Yes, man. Sungrass Prairie. Column Autumn. First time seeing this one. Lifelink Exploit. Other legendary creatures you control have Exploit. Whenever you exploit a creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Nice. Dragon Skull Summit. I can't tell if you guys can see that. It's a very interesting looking foil. A little bit grainy, but not in a bad way. I don't know how to describe that better. Moira. Basilic Collar. Oh, that's nice. That's a fun card. People are going to love this stuff, especially with the dogs and cats deck that came out. It's going to really make sense. Ruinous Ultimatum. Yeah, that's scary. Nice little search foil, though. We'll take it. Not hitting an insane amount of mythics, which is interesting. And Scourging Deathclaw. Tarmogoyf. Obviously getting a reprint in this set. Not really worth an insane amount of money. I think it's like $8, but I'm sure it might be better in this frame. Tarmogoyf. If you told me 5 years ago we get a Fallout Tarmogoyf, I would have been like, what the frick are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense, but here we are. All right. And an Alpha Deathclaw. I really wonder how the serialized are done here. Is it just for anything, or is it just for the showcase? Not entirely sure. And I bet you 90% of all of the big money cards are going to be in that unique Fallout frame. That is what I'm assuming is going to be the case. That island was really cool, by the way. Sorry I skipped past that. Let's go back. That is freaking gorgeous. That is awesome. Okay, here we go. Preston Garvey, assembled a Legion. We're going a little bit faster here. It's been this video has kind of taken a while already. Talisman, Mr. Gutsy. You know, I'm not super against these Universes Beyond products anymore because I feel like they're being done pretty well. I know not everyone's going to agree with that. This is a great card, Marshall Coop. Not everyone's going to agree with that, I understand, but I just feel like if you played this card against me, I wouldn't really be mad at it. It's just kind of a part of Magic now. Scavenger Grounds, and it's done well. It's not done tackily. Ooh, Surge, the Wise Mothman. I'll take it. Dogmeat Ever Loyal. All right, second time we've seen this, so obviously it's super, super rare. And the foil Arcane Signet. I'll take that. For sure, I'll take that. For sure. Alrighty. This card is super, super cool. And a little treasure token. On the back of it, we have a little robot. Alrighty. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, this setup is not the easiest, I'll be honest. We're building out that second game store in South Korea. So it has been hectic. A nice little human soldier. That's pretty cool. Another island, search foil this time, stolen strategy, we've seen that. So I'm assuming there aren't that many cards in this, because we're seeing the same cards over and over again, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of... I think someone mentioned that being a part of the set, right, is that there aren't that many cards. And so you will be seeing the same cards again and again. Now, if a lot of these cards are worth a ton of money, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Electro Siphon, and yes, most people did not get very much of this product at all. In fact, we polled WPN owners, and a lot of them basically Drowned Catacomb getting the reprint. It was in the Doctor Who set too. That's crazy. A lot of the WPN owners said they got like 2 boxes. Some of them got 1, and some of them got 0. Sean, Father of Synths, Inexorable Tide. Whenever you cast a spell, proliferate. That's insane. Temple of Mystery. I don't know how I feel about tap lands, but you get the little scry, so some people are going to be happy with that. Armory Paladin. Whenever you cast an aura equipment spell, exile top card of your library, you may play that card until the end of your next turn. Okay, and another Tarmogoyf. So yeah, interesting. I mean, this one's foil. That's cool. A little radiation and human soldier. Yeah, seeing the same cards. What I'm going to do after this video is I'm going to actually look at the price list. Ooh, this island's really cool. I like this one more than the other one, actually. Very, very cool. Not super blue, though. Not super blue. I don't know if it's my lighting, but 3 dog. Okay. So I'm going to look at the price list after this video. The next box we open will have... Ooh, this is new. Survivor's Medkit. We'll have the price list handy. Canopy Vista. So that we can price things accurately. Curie. Talisman of Curiosity. Thrill Kill. Temple of Silence. Yes Man. We've seen a lot of these cards. Mystic Forge, yep. Grim Reaper Sprint. Temple of Plenty. Junktown, this one's new. You pay 5, sack it, create 3 junk tokens. Don't know what that means. I'm assuming they're not as good as treasures. Caesar, Legion's Emperor. That's pretty freaking sick. Whenever you attack, you may sack another creature. When you do, choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. That's great. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. And deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent. That's insane. It's a really good card. Holy crap. This might be my new commander. And Armory Paladin foil. Not bad at all. Beautiful little treasure. And clue. Okay, interesting. Still have quite a few packs left. I really like the end of the pack. That's kind of a nice little soldier token. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Ooh, the plane. So there's 2 different... I guess one is the guy and the dog, and the other one is like a landscape view. Agent Frank. Lethal Scheme. Well, and look, I know I'm sure some of these are going to be super, super expensive. I don't know the prices right now. I apologize. Valorant Stance. This is probably going to be a really good card too. Yeah, there's some pretty decent cards in here. Dragon Catacomb. Helios 1. First time seeing this. Another little energy thing. Dragon Skull Summit. Synth Eradicator. Sungrass Prairie. Tato Farmer. Interesting. Shadow Blood Ridge. Jason Bright. There's a lot of rares, dude. My rare pile is 6 times bigger than my uncommon and common pile. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, Grave Titan. Of course that's in here. Interesting reprint choices. I mean, it makes sense, right? But interesting reprint choice. Tarmogoyf, Grave Titan. All right. And, okay, Caesar, Legion's Emperor foil this time. The last one was not foil. So Grave Titan's new. We saw Caesar. And we get another radiation counter. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Ooh, beautiful swamp. Man, there must be like multiple variations of these, actually. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of hard for sellers. Sun Petal Grove, Stolen Strategy, Sungrass Prairie, a lot of lands, dude. Holy crap, a lot of lands. Rampaging Yao Guai. Excellent. Just interesting. Destroy any number of target artifacts. That's actually really freaking good. X equals 0. That's really good. CDH playable, maybe, right? Codesworth. Canyon Slaw, Tato Farmer, Single Combat, Merla Queen, Keeper of the Accord, Breakdown. What do these junk tokens do? It's an artifact with sack this artifact, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, interesting. Oh, yes, dude. That is, I'm trying to be quiet because my baby is asleep and my wife's asleep, so, you know, we got to be a little quiet here, but that is freaking beautiful, and that's a mythic. They made Soul Ring, they upshifted Soul Ring to a mythic. Can you believe that shit? Oh, and a command tower. This is freaking awesome. Dude, this is freaking awesome. I love. This is my favorite part of this entire set. It's this, for sure. It's absolutely this. Oh, I know what I'm doing with my decks. They're all going to be Fallout pimped out. The Soul Ring is really, really cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I love it. Arcane Signet as well. Command Tower as well. Super, super cool. A little bit hard to read. This one specifically. It's a little bit illegible, but that's fine. All right, here we go. We keep going. I wonder if you can get that Soul Ring in the Commander decks. That is what I'm curious in. Search Foil Swamp. Some people are, ooh, Skull Clamp. Hell to the yes, yes, yes. Absolutely fire. I wonder if some people are like, dude, you're passing some insanely expensive cards. Trust me, there's a lot of really good looking cards in here, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Preston, Single Combat, Nipton Lottery. I guess what I'm looking for is like just an insane big hitter. Tireless Trackers in here. That's interesting. Vault 21. Discard a card, then draw a card. Reveal up to 5 nulling cards from your hand. For each of those cards that has the same mana value as the other. Reveal this way, create a treasure token. Okay. Mysterious Stranger. And Dr. Madison Lee. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get energy. Pay 1 energy. Target creature gets +1/+0 until and gains trample and haste until end of turn. That's pretty good. Pay 3 energy, you draw a card. Pay 5 energy, and you return a target artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I can see this being a really good card. I don't know if it's a good commander, but it looks like a really good card. I can see this being pretty strong, to be honest. And, of course, you get a little energy reserve. Okay, a lot of really cool cards here. Dr. Madison Lee is really interesting. I'm going to look into that. I can see some interesting synergy there. Get it? Synergy with the energy. Let's see. I'm trying not to be too loud. Ooh, beautiful little forest. Single Combat. So a lot of these cards we've seen pretty much all of this. Exotic Orchard is new. Mystic Monastery. Inspiring Call. Some of these uncommons are, yeah, this is going to be super expensive. It's an instant draw card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah. These uncommons are really hard to hit. Hancock, Irrigated Farmland, Mr. Gutsy, Biomass Mutation, Junktown, Cinder Glade, Talisman, Dr. Madison Lee, we just hit her, and a foil Soul Ring. It's crazy how excited I am for this, and it's a mythic, so that's crazy. Nice little treasure token. Oop, drop the treasure. This is probably, I'm assuming, an expensive card, but no, I have no idea. All right, here we go. Last pack. Last pack. See what we get. Beautiful little island, nesting ground, tainted field, gunner, seal overseer, ancient Frank. This video has gone way too long, so I'm going to try to shoot past this last pack. Exotic Orchard, overseer, Temple of Milady, Hancock, Biomass, Clifftop Retreat, another Command Tower, non-foil. I appreciate the non-foil a lot more. It's just more legible, and the colors pop better. And the last card is a Grave Titan foil. We'll take it. There we go, Alan from MysteryMTG.com. That was the first Fallout Collector box, and we have 8 more. So we're aiming for a serialized. Of course, that's just for the money. I know it's a gimmick, and I don't care either, but will I be happy if I had a serialized Grave Titan or Tarmogoyf? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to go look at the price list and see what the big money is. So I'm sure we've hit some insane cards here. And if in post Damien from Mystery MTG can actually add prices, then we'll repost it with prices and a little bit of music in the background or something. So Alan from MysteryMTG.com. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.